And then, Checkers and Snoozer are at a music show. We are at a music show! This is great!
Shh, it started.
Stop. Seriously, stop. I have some unfortunate news. Maria Von Fuzzle has slipped and broken her trombone. Now we have no trombone player.
Oh no!
Yes, it is very bad. I'm afraid the show will be canceled.
Maybe I can help.
How?
I can use my trunk to make music. It will sound just like a trombone.
Wait, I thought it was a trombone.
No, that's just the Fuzzle's accent.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm just so sorry. What? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, Snoozer is going to play for us.
Are you sure Snoozer can play?
Of course Snoozer can play. Snoozer had been studying the trombone while they were waiting for the show.
Very nice. Carry on.
All right, Puzzles, let's get moving. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Everything seems good, but then Snoozer reads the music and sees at the end of the song, Snoozer needs to play an E flat, the lowest trombone note. Oh no! I can't play an E flat! That's too low for me!
What? I'm sorry, everyone. Snoozer can't play an E flat.
The band was getting closer and closer to the note. It was like a train that was about to crash.
All right, Checkers is an inventor. What if he could invent some kind of musical trunk that Snoozer could wear and then play that note?
That is a very good idea. Checkers got hard at work, but time was running out.
This is a disaster. It's a travesty.
It's Checkers!
Snoozer, catch!
In all my years, I've never heard something so beautiful.
Checkers and Snoozer saved the day, and nobody asks for a refund. The end.
Whew. Well, that was a close call, Snoozer. E flat, is that the lowest trombone note?
Absolutely not. In fact, a
Forget that. Well, now that we've done this, I think it's time for us to record another lesson.
What?
I'm thinking something about music.
Ooh! Ooh la la!
Zot, give us a destination.
randomly selecting location. I have selected Buffalo Wind Symphony.
What is that?
You'll see soon enough, Snoozer. And you'll hear, because we are going somewhere where we can see different musicians combine their instruments together to create beautiful music. It's time for another reading road trip. Seatbelts.
Check. Backpack?
Check, check. Recording.
Check, check, check. Wait, let me check. Recording.
Got it. Ascending in 3, 2, 1. And we're off.
Autopilot activated.
Woofy! Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy! Checkers, I still don't know what we are seeing today.
Well, Snoozer, we're going to learn about a philharmonic.
But what is that?
But Phil, the entire problem with...
Hello, person. I am Snoozer.
The name's Harmonic. Philharmonic.
Phil, who are you talking to?
Is it really you?
You better believe it, Snoozer. I play the fiddle.
Philharmonic isn't a person, Snoozer. But I'm not going to tell you what philharmonic is.
But then who will?
Zot. Zot.
A philharmonic is an orchestra. An orchestra is a large group of musicians who play instruments from the four main families: strings, woodwind, brass, percussion. String instruments are instruments with strings on them. They are played by either using a bow or using the fingers to pluck the strings. Woodwind instruments are played by blowing into or across the mouthpiece. Some woodwinds use a wooden reed on the mouthpiece to change pitches. The player will use their fingers to cover holes and or press keys. Brass instruments are played by buzzing the lips into the cup-shaped mouthpiece. To change pitches, the player will use their fingers to press valves. The trombone uses a slide to change pitches. Percussion instruments are played by either striking with hands, sticks, or mallets, shaking, or scraping. Keyboard instruments are instruments with blank or white keys on them, even though they are all played by pressing the keys or the keyboards. The way they produce their sounds are different. This is why they may also be classified into the other four main families. A conductor is someone who directs a musical performance, like an orchestra or chorus concert.
Spectacular.
Musical mandrills! Oh my gosh! I can't believe I get to see a real orchestra of music. Ah!
It's certainly exciting, Snoozer, but we still have a lot to learn. Let me pull up the map. We are headed to Rainbow Way. Once we cross through the rainbow, it will take us right to our destination, Buffalo Wind Symphony. Along the way, we're going to stop and do a musical craft with your teacher, Mrs. Hamilton. And oh, look, Snoozer, it's the books. Let's check out a few.
Woohoo! What books did we get?
Here you go, Snoozer.
Scarlet Symphony by Rachel D'Annunzio. And Mr. Rogers' Gift of Music by Donna Cangelosi.
Glorious. I think it's time for a closer look. Prepare yourself. Entering in 3, 2, 1.
Mr. Rogers' Gift of Music.
Who is Mr. Rogers?
He was a great man and creator of a television show called Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. This is a book that tells the story of Mr. Rogers and how he used music to inspire others. One thing I can't ignore is how the vibrant colors blast out at the reader.
I love the pictures in this book. Everything is so happy. Oh, and sad.
Mr. Rogers had to deal with sad times just like everyone else, but he found that music would cheer him up, so he used it as a tool to teach children important lessons and make them happy. Music became a great friend to Mr. Rogers.
So what else happens?
We learn more about the friend that Mr. Rogers made and the great work he did on his television program. It is important to learn his story because it's very inspirational. Mr. Rogers was a friend to many people, and he used his friend, music, to teach even more people. This book shows how powerful music can be.
Music makes me feel happy. And I like to make music also. It's like drawing a picture that you can hear.
We'll read this book closer later on. It's wonderfully put together. But now, we're on to book 2.
Scarlet Symphony. Who's Scarlet?
I suppose we'll have to find out. Come on. Scarlet wakes up to the smell of blueberry muffins. She runs downstairs, eats, and gets ready to start her day. She's off to her neighbor's house for her symphony. A symphony is a large-scale orchestra.
She is conducting a symphony? But she is just a kid.
Well, let's see. Her neighbor, Mrs. Wisteria, directs Scarlet's attention to the flowers. A cat purrs beneath them. Bees buzz. Up in the trees, birds chirp, and a squirrel scatters.
Oh, nature's making music! Checkers! This is like when we were outside and we listened to nature. You remember?
I certainly do. And yes, this does remind me of that. Scarlet is appreciating the sound nature makes, and she is imagining herself as the conductor. Everyone can do what Scarlet does with their imagination and appreciation for the world around us.
I like this book. The kitties are cute, and I like to look at them. These illustrations are nice too. They look like real life.
They are quite lifelike. We'll finish both books later, but I wanted to get an idea of what they were about before visiting the orchestra. Let's go.
Woohoo! Wow! I feel great now. We saw 2 books, and now, what are we doing now?
We are going to Mrs. Hamilton's class.
Checkers, when will we be there?
Now,
Oh!
Well, hello, Snoozer.
Hi, Mrs. Hamilton.
Well, I don't have much to show you today because we're going to use a little bit of our imagination. So I've got 2 papers here. One's a little thicker, one is a little thinner. Doesn't matter which one you use. I'm going to try the thinner just to see how it works. But I really wanted to make a flute. And I was thinking I could make a flute, like it's a paper flute that shows you what a flute looks like, but you couldn't make music with it. So I came up with a solution by using my imagination. So you can decorate your paper however you'd like. I am just going to add some little circles here. Maybe I'll color them in, because I'm going to really pretend that I'm playing a flute. Have you ever made an instrument with just a sheet of paper before?
Not yet.
All right, well, we're gonna give it a try. So I'm just putting my design just at the very bottom here because that's all it's gonna be showing. So I'm gonna flip it over and I'm gonna roll it up. Gonna be needing a rubber band for this craft. Roll it up. Look at that. I'm gonna staple it in place. Glue would work too, but you'd have to hold it for a while to make sure it's secure. Okay, now you're gonna need a piece of wax paper.
Wax paper. Nice.
So wax paper usually comes in here just like aluminum foil, so I just cut a little piece out, just a square, and it's gonna fit right over the top. So what we're making isn't really a flute, it's more of a kazoo. Have you ever played a kazoo?
Yes, I have.
Oh, Snoozer, I bet you do, because you have that nice trunk. All right, I hope it works. So when you play a kazoo, you kind of have to hum a tune into it, like You can't just, because that won't make any music. So let me try it. I'm gonna try Happy Birthday. of going, So I'm singing the tune in my mouth.
That's wonderful! Here is what I made. It is a flute with a hat, so it will stand out.
Oh, very snazzy. So I had a great time. You can hum some tunes and make some beautiful music with your kazoo flute.
Thanks, Mrs. Hamilton. That was a lot of fun.
It was. I'll see you next time.
And then I gave my flute a hat. I think instruments should dress up just like people. Then they will all be unique. People will see my flute and say, that's Snoozer's flute. It has a nice hat. And then, if I lose my flute, people will know that it is mine because it has a hat.
Thinking 2 steps ahead, Snoozer. That is very wise. Well, I'll tell you what, we are just about at our destination, which means the rainbow is right up ahead.
Oh my goodness! Let's do it!
Going through the rainbow. We're here. Let's get on with it.
This is Buffalo Wind Symphony, led by director Amy J. Steiner and associate director Paul M. Furlong. Buffalo Wind Symphony combines various instruments to create a one-of-a-kind experience. Today's show is called Finding Moby, a whale of a concert. Amy J. Steiner serves as a conductor. Instruments include flute, piccolo, oboe, English horn, bassoon, clarinet, bass clarinet, alto saxophone, tenor saxophone, baritone saxophone, trumpet, French horn, trombone, bass trombone, euphonium, tuba, double bass, percussion, and piano/keyboard. This symphony is different from the orchestras we described earlier because a wind symphony doesn't have a full string section with violins, violas, and cellos. We are here to view and record the orchestra with cameras. Let's head inside.
Wow! Lots of people are here to see them. This is very exciting!
Okay, Snoozer, the camera's all set. I'm gonna have you stay up here in the projection area and record off this camera. I'm gonna head downstairs and record off the stage. Are you ready?
Of course I am ready, Checkers! Recording. I'm ready to go.
Good evening and welcome to this evening's concert presentation. Tonight we're being video recorded for the children's show, Reading Road Trip. This trip is distributed through the country to public libraries.
They are talking about us, Checkers. If you can hear me, I am recording.
We open this evening with a fanfare. And what a fanfare it is. Dakota Fanfare by Eric Morales.
accomplished! Whew, that was intense.
Zot the robot at your service. Today's selections are Trombone Shorty by Troy Andrews, Playing at the Border, A Story of Yo-Yo Ma by Joanna Ho, Acoustic Rooster and His Barnyard Band by Kwame Alexander, Meet the Orchestra by Anne Hayes, Scarlet's Symphony by Rachel D'Annunzio, Mr. Rogers' Gift of Music by Donna Cangelosi. These are today's book selections. Goodbye for now.
Do, re, mi.
I loved how we learned everything comes together. Everybody has their individual role, but it's only when everybody works as a team that they create something truly amazing.
I agree. And you know what?
What, Snoozer?
I want to be a conductor now, just like in Scarlet's Symphony. Let's go outside.
In short order, but first... we have completed another adventure. We're going to send this file off to Mrs. Hamilton so she can share it with all the Fuzzles, and everybody else will be able to learn about our reading road trip. That's all for today, Snoozer. Until next time.